In this video, I'm going to install a backup camera in my 2009 Honda Civic. Obviously, you'll need something to view that backup camera. And if you need to see that video, I installed a multimedia player in the Honda Civic that was plug and play. I'll link that video at the end of the video and in the description. Let's get started. So the first thing I need to do is determine where is the best place for the camera. And I think this is going to be the best place. Then I need to drill a hole so I can get this inside the trunk. All right, so to get the camera on, I needed to use a drill with a tiny drill bit. So this is just plastic, but the screw itself would not go through there. So let's go ahead and drill the second side here. That's it. And now I've got the little screw. There we go. The camera's installed. All right, so now I need to get these inside the trunk. So what I'm gonna need to do is drill a little hole right here. So I actually have a little pilot hole up here. And let's go ahead and, there it is right there, drill it. All right, so the hole's drilled. I just need to fish these cables here through the hole. Let's go ahead and fish the red one in first. There we go. And now the yellow one. There we go. And then perfect. So the camera's installed and the wire goes through here and now comes out here. So this is the video cable and then this is the power cable. So what it comes with is it comes with probably a 20-foot piece of wire. And you see this red wire that comes off it? This is called a convenience wire. So this needs to see 12 volts for the camera to work. And you only want to see 12 volts when it's in reverse. So we need to hook this wire up to the reverse light. And to do that, I already took this wire and I soldered it right there. It's all soldered in to my convenience wire. So now that one's going to go here. This one's going to go here. And this wire is going to go to my reverse lights. And the other wire that comes off here, it's a black. This one's going to go to ground. So I'm going to ground this at the body. Now I'm going to route it this way and I'm going to try to follow all the lines right here. And I'll catch it down here at the reverse light. Let me go ahead and pop that out. So this is the reverse light, and it's a brown wire here. So let's go ahead and tap into that. So here's the power wire on the reverse light. So now whenever I put it into reverse, this power wire is going to get power, and I'll reseal it with some electrical tape. Let me go ahead and just throw it in reverse, make sure it's getting power. All right, so I'm finished with the backup camera wiring. I just want to show you. So it comes down through this hole that we drilled, and there's some silicone that I'll put in here to make it nice and tight. I also got it routed and it's zip tied to this cable. And then it comes around and it plugs in right here. If I ever need to replace it, I can just unplug these and replace the camera, no problem. And then these wires follow the factory harness here. They come down here and then they come inside the trunk. So here's the power wire, and then this is the ground wire. They both follow the factory harness here. And then remember, I need power in reverse. So here's the reverse light, there's the power wire, and then the ground wire is gonna come over here. So my last thing I need to do is route the main wire to the front. So this is gonna be the video cable, and this red wire, it's gonna tell you when it's in reverse. This was that convenience wire that I was talking about. So let's go ahead and route this to the front of the car. All right, so let me show you what I got going on. You see that flashlight down there, brightening everything up? Let me come over here and show you what I'm doing. So now if you look right inside here, I can see a little bit of light, and that's where I'm gonna bring the cable in. And then we're gonna route it right around here. And then it's gonna come over here, and I'll pull this sill panel off, and then we're gonna get it to come right up into this area. If you made it this far in the video, I'd appreciate if you help my channel grow by subscribing and sharing it with a friend. Give it a thumbs up. Back to the video. All right, so I'm just gonna take a piece of mechanics wire, and I'm just gonna feed it right through here. And then I'll go on the other side and pull it through. I also went ahead and released the seat. All right, so I put a little bend in the mechanics wire. And I've got it hooked up, and now I'll just pull it through. And here it is at the other end. So this was a success. So I'm all finished in the trunk area. I can put this all back. And don't forget to put these back in. All right, so the wire comes from under this seat here, and we're gonna sneak it right through this panel. You may need a little trim tool. And then just do this all the way to the front of the car. All right, so I've got the wire up here. Now I want to take off this plate here. And to do that, this lock, just pull up right here. There's a Phillips screw right here. Pull the clips. There's some clips here. Here, and then this is how it comes off. Next, I'm going to pull this trim piece off. This is where the fuses are. Comes off pretty easy. Reach in here and just yank it off. It's just got a couple of clips right here. All right, so here's the wire. Comes around here, comes through here, comes over to here. And then it ends up here. I zip tied it right there. And then our next step is to get this in the multimedia player. The backup camera cable comes up here. And then it comes where the speedometer is. And then this other wire is the GPS antenna. And then it comes out right where that radio hole is. This is your convenience wire. And this is your video cable. So the video cable is going to come over here and plug into the one that says Cam VIN. Plug that in. And then the convenience wire, there's one on the main harness that says back. I put a butt connector on that one also. And this is just going to plug in. So that should be good to go. Let's go ahead and get all these wires stuffed back in here. Just shove it in here. Just want to make sure all this is lined up. Push it in. Let's flip on our key and see if it works. Looks good so far. All right, let's put it in reverse and see if that's a success. Awesome. If you could, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. I'll put a link to where you can purchase the video camera and then also a link to the video on the installation of the multimedia player. The rest of this video I'll finish putting the car together so you can hang out for that. But if you could, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, so I'm done with this area. This is my backup camera wire, and it's all routed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the fuse cover back on. There's just a clip here and a clip here, but sometimes it's a little tricky trying to get this in there. The holes line up. So bear with me on this. It's on. The bottom one's on. This wants to go on here. That one's on. All right, I'm finished with this area here. So it's time to put this cover back on. So on this cover, there's 3 clips on the top and then 2 on the side, and there's 3 holes there and then 2 on the side. So you got to get this inside that gas and trunk release. And then sometimes this can be a little finicky, so keep your key nearby. So you got to line this up also. There we go. Oh, this actually popped out, which is a good thing. So we'll keep that out. And then we're just going to line up this, that, and this is just going to go back in. And remember I said the key was going to get a little finicky? It did. All right, let's put it in reverse and see if that's a success. Awesome.